My phone had been slow for months, and I'd been planning to upgrade at the end of the year, so I asked him where I could buy one. He handed me a card with a website on it. That's the only place you can get them now. They won't let me sell in stores.
You can only get them online from a certain store. Okay. How much bullshit is this guy giving off? I can actually smell it. Oh, by the way, I apologise when I made this video. I had a bit of a chest problem, a cold, blocked nose. You can hear it in the background. I'm okay now, as you can see. You can't hear it. Now the guy's saying when he got home, he said he ordered one straight away. Okay, and tested out all his devices, his old phones. He's obviously got quite a few phones, this guy, you know. And he says, you know, it's getting like 3 or 4 days of use. For crying out loud, mate, you know, if you buy a new phone, you'd be lucky to get 2 or 3 days out of it. And that's taking time. And you know, you're telling me, you know, what banana boat do you think I dropped off? I mean, you got all these young guys out there, you know, every couple of years, you know, the manufacturers send them offers, time to change your phone, it's getting a bit old now, you know, they want to get a more modern model and all the rest of it, yeah. I agree, it's a bit of a palaver, and yeah, you've mentioned Apple, you've mentioned Samsung, you know, and you've also mentioned this charger, this magical charger, which I've got to say, it costs around about $40, which is about something like £30 maybe, £31 in English money. And it sounds bloody good, doesn't it? But you're talking about revitalising the phone, right, which is about 2 or 3 years old, right, yeah. You know, with you know, a battery that's overspent, it's done its time, you know. You talk about a phone that's been dropped, scratched, dragged along the floor, thrown at your partner, etc., etc. Yeah. And you think, you know, this magical device, is what you're trying to sell me, right, is going to bring this phone back to life, right, you know, and then it'll work forever, and if I use your product, your charger. Well, mate, I think you're talking a bit of BS, you know, BS. If you know what BS stands for, what? It's an animal and it's some dung. If you know, that's breaking it down, keeping it nice and clean. Now, this device that you're saying, I did a bit of research on this, and you can get it from Walmart, which, as you know, is Asda. You can get it from Amazon, yeah, and you can also get it from Alibaba, and it don't cost now £31 or $40. I think we ought to watch a bit more of this video because it's starting to pique my interest, and I'm sure by now the red flags are coming out, and I think you're all watching to see what the outcome's going to be of this video. Yeah, this is the last one. This is the conclusion, and I'll talk about it after we've exposed the scammers for who they are. Okay, here we go.